Father, as we come to you this day to do the county's business, pray that you will lead, guide, and direct each one of us to do and act and say the things that we need to say, and that we would keep the county folks in the foremost front of all our thoughts. Pray for the first responders, for each part of the armed forces, and for the policemen. Just go with them, guide them, protect them. And we ask all these things in Jesus' precious holy name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Okay, at this time, any person with business before the court not scheduled on the agenda may speak to the court. No formal action can be taken on these items at this meeting. Each speaker will be limited to 3 minutes. Okay. Court to discuss and consider. Yes, ma'am, did you want to
I'm
speak
here
on
to
something?
speak about the Hermley water system
Okay,
and what's gonna be happening with it.
okay. We're gonna discuss a meeting about it here in a little while.
Okay, yeah, because I heard it's gonna be sold and I'm against that.
That hadn't been decided at all. We hadn't even started talking about that, but we're gonna talk about a meeting later to
Okay.
just, so we can get into that at that meeting.
Alrighty,
Thank you. Okay, anybody else? Okay. Court to discuss and consider inter-precinct project scheduling and staff. Anything going on, gentlemen, that we need to be aware of?
Everything looks like it's proceeding. We sent in the project list yesterday after visiting with the foreman. Looks like that we'll be able to get started relatively soon, although there is a webinar with TxDOT about CTIF 2020 on the 18th, Tuesday, next week. And so I'm assuming you received that yourself.
I did, but I hadn't had an opportunity to sign up for it, so, it was Tuesday afternoon, is that right?
Yeah, next Tuesday,
next
1:30.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. On that same line, I did sign they DocuSigned, and I forwarded it to Angela on all of that,
I have
so.
the executed agreement.
Right.
So now we'll start with the third one. We'll move forward with the third one.
That's ready. Progress.
Yes, sir.
Anything
Slow
else?
and put in state.
Yes, well, that's better than no progress. Okay, court to discuss and consider extending, continuing, or renewing the declaration of disaster for Scurry County executed on March 16, 2020 for a period of no more than 30 days. Pursuant to Texas General Code 418.108. We're still, state of Texas and the United States is still in a declared disaster for COVID, and we are as well, and I think we should continue that.
You nearly got to.
I'm sorry?
You nearly have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to receive those reimbursements.
Yes, because, I mean, this has been expensive on everybody,
Absolutely.
so.
Yeah.
It's not worth not doing it to run the risk of not getting reimbursed.
I agree.
So, all that being said, I make the motion that we renew the disaster declaration.
Second.
All in favor? Okay. How you just want, Chris? I hadn't said hello.
Just right.
Good. Court to discuss and consider proposed tax rate and take record vote. Alright, so going over all of the numbers, that have been out there, and I'll probably get Jen and Angela to step in some of this, cause I'll probably not get something right. So the no new revenue rate, which was called before the effective rate, was 0.5126. You know, our tax rate currently is 44.98. Voter approval rate, which was the rollback rate, is 0.5395. If we stay at the current tax rate of 0.4498, we're gonna be just fine and have additional monies of $725,456. And that is taking, $1 million out, $1,047,015 from that's proposed budget is down $1,047,015 from the 2020 budget. Estimated 2021 taxes is also down from 2020 budget by $1,533,420. And then, not taxing for the road materials, but using the grant, that's over $600,000. So, you also should have, where did I put that? The, amount, did I not bring it with me on the of money that, yeah, there it is. So you should each have that sheet that shows the different amounts. Current tax rate, no new revenue, voter approval, and then down at the bottom, if you went up a half a penny, or a whole penny, or penny and a half, or 2 pennies, what the additional would be. So, everything that we did to reset us, as I like to call it, has put us in a position that, we can stay at the same or right around there. I think that we should put additional monies into the emergency reserve fund, from that, if we stayed at the same 44.98, put $500,000 of that 725,456 into that, if we decide to go with that tax rate. I think that, that we still need to build that up. It's not where we need it to be. So, y'all's thoughts? And
I agree, Judge.
Me too. Cause like I said, we're in a good position to do that and still put some in a little more in the reserve fund, which is part of what we intended to do when all this started.
Mhm.
So, it's just, I think it's the right thing to do for taxpayers.
staying at the same tax rate that we already. Thoughts, Jim? Craig?
I agree.
All agree?
There's a form and a
Okay.
record vote, y'all have to take a record vote on this.
Yeah, so we need, what's the tax rate? 0.4498.
Yes, ma'am. Any input, ladies?
I think that that's a good rate, it'll get everything we need, it doesn't increase at all. And we decreased our budget.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, overall, the
Yeah.
budget decreased
Mhm.
2.1 million, correct?
yes.
Okay.
So,
I'm happy to hear that.
I'm sorry?
I'm happy to hear that.
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion that we keep the tax rate at 44.98 for the upcoming year.
Second.
That's a lot of seconds, all in favor? All right. Motion carries. Get back to the agenda here. Court to discuss and consider scheduling and location for Hunley Waterworks Public Forum. So, there's been some discussion, some thoughts, and we've been approached by a company to purchase Hunley Waterworks. There's been someone else who has another idea for, adding, for them taking over basically Hunley Waterworks and adding a, dumpster disposal system to it. And with all of that thought, I personally have thought all along that whenever this thought has come up, that we need to have the Harmley community involved in that. I don't think that this is the right location for that because it's too small. We wouldn't be able to get everybody in here. My thought is to have the meeting next Tuesday, the 18th at 6 p.m. at the Armory. If y'all are okay with that, that's what I would like. Well, yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry, Tuesday, next Tuesday they are having Meet the Teacher at Hermley
Yes,
ISD
ma'am.
that evening, so,
They're actually doing, I spoke to them this morning. Yes, ma'am. They are doing that during the day.
okay.
And so it shouldn't
Are they gonna
interfere.
do The football thing is that night?
I'm sorry,
Do you know if Tuesday, if they're gonna do the football thing that night?
I don't know.
When I talked to them this morning, they said that if we did that, it shouldn't interfere with anything that they have going out there for the school district. Yeah, that, I'd heard that yesterday and wanted to verify that this morning.
Second, Judge.
All right. Yeah, that was a motion.
Okay, now, whoa, y'all lost, you
I-
did it?
I made a motion to
Okay.
have a meeting on the 18th at 6 p.m. at the Armory for a public forum.
I will send someone, because I have to meet with the Ira School Board that night.
Okay, all right.
So I will have someone else be there.
Okay, so that was my motion, Terry second.
Terry
All in
second.
favor? Okay, very good.
Uh-huh.
Line item transfers and budgeting.
I don't think that she put any in the packet. Was there one
I
in
didn't
there?
see any.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Because I have one, but I didn't see it in the packet, so
Okay.
I'll do it next Tuesday.
All right,
And so I don't have any line item transfers or budget amendments.
okay, so then account payable.
I do
Didn't
have
see that.
payables, yes. 92,191.04.
Judge, I make a motion, we pay the bill.
Third.
All in favor? All right.
My hearing's going down.
Well, me and Jim usually run over one another for me, correct?
All right, so we'll now go into executive session, which is our person on that. We're gonna talk to Olivia this morning. Yes, ma'am. 10,
Okay.
13, 10. Thank you, everybody, appreciate you coming. Well, yeah, sometime.
Long night, she's up there going.
The long deal's going, you hear they'll do good. I've tried them both ways.